All right, so we're talking about signs. Like everybody, if you've been on TikTok or social media in the past few years, there's like this new age stuff going on, and people talking about signs and angel numbers. And I remember I was in high school and I met this lady, and she was saying how she always saw the time 9/11. Like she was like, I always look up that it'll be on that time or whatever. And I'm just like, are you making this up or like? And I just couldn't understand how just numbers just will pop out or like find you or something. And so then it started happening to me. I started seeing the number 1144, license plate, receipts, the time on the clock. And it was just undeniable. And once it started, it never stopped. It's not like I see it every day. And it's not like if I see it, I'm tired. It means something good is going to happen or something bad is going to happen. But that was like my first jump into like signs. Um, or yeah, angel numbers, I'll say. Don't really know exactly what it means, but I know it follows me. And I've created my own meaning now. If I see it somewhere, I just use it as confirmation like I'm supposed to be here. Because me and this license plate, whoever is driving that car, wherever they're from, we we decided at the same moment in time that we were going to be in this exact place, this exact highway, leave the house at the exact time or the restaurant at the exact time to be here for me to witness this. I think it's confirmation. Also, I'll see, like, I'll go through phases in life where I'll see certain numbers. Like, right now, one of my numbers are 333, 888. Um, and if you go on Pinterest, like different things will tell you what different numbers mean. Like one thing will say 333 is your mind, body, and spirit, being in alignment. And another one will say 333 means you're on the right path. Or so I guess it's just what it means to you. But I know that that has been sticking out. Like I went to a restaurant last week and about 7 days ago, and my total was 3333, like four threes. I seen it, driving on the roads. Then I went to a comedy show last night, and my seat assignment was 333. So I was like, okay, it's just a little high five from the universe. Like, good job getting out the house. Good job. You're supposed to be here. Um, but then, life took up signs a bit when I met someone, and it'll be like, oh, I saw this this baby turtle crossing the track. And then they was like, oh my God, there's a baby turtle. The next day, they're like, there's a baby turtle underneath my car. Then it was like, oh my God, I saw this snake. Da da da. And they're like, oh my God. Like, then it started getting to like the numbers. And I'll say for me, that was like an undeniable, like that experience. And it was going on for days. Like, I would see an animal, she would see an animal, and it would be a very specific animal. Like, the timing of it would be, people would think I'm making this up. And sometimes when we were together, we would see certain just like animals or coincidences, and even to the point where I think I shared this before. Like one time we was walking this path, and all this is in the beginning of me meeting this person. Every time, like every animal that we had saw, there was these cards with the animals like laid out along the sidewalk, along the path we were walking. Um, and it was also weird. Like every time I was around this person, they got like a new job offer. It was just weird. So to me, those signs was like, I'll say, the universe trying to get my attention. Like, they're pay attention. Like this connection that you just formed with this person, like there's something to it. Like it's undeniable. It like I'm throwing like this is you just saw this baby turtle crossing the track. The next day there's a baby turtle under their car. You just saw this snake, or it'll be something specific like dead birds on my running path and shit. Like, or frogs, or it'll be just some random stuff, or twins. Like, I don't know. It can get deep. Like, and once you see stuff like this, you can't unsee it. You can't undo it. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, um, I I made a video about how I wrote about, like, I was practicing like manifesting signs and things that I just wanted to see, and I made a video about the yellow punch buggy. I wrote that. I didn't even realize I wrote that on 11/4. Like, that's my number. I did that 11/4, and it wasn't until April something I finally saw a yellow punch buggy. Then I saw another one. And then when I looked at the time, it was a combination of those 11 and 4 numbers. And I saw that at a time in my life where I was so very depressed. And that time was a month ago, so I'm still very much there. Um, and then there was another time where I was in the midst of crying my eyes out on the highway. I mean, it's so blurry, like I shouldn't be driving, and I'm just crying out to God. And I look up, I see something blurry, little yellow bright. This is probably like not even maybe 2 weeks after I saw the punch buggy, the first time, and I seen a yellow one, different one, but to me, excuse me, that was a sign that, like, hey, like, we're here with you, like, you're not alone in this. And every time I see it, I had not seen a punch buggy when I wrote down the 11/4 punch buggy. On 11/4, I wanted to see a yellow punch buggy because before that I did a red pickup truck, which I realized are more prevalent than I had anticipated before I wrote it down. I'm like, I don't see red pickup trucks. If I see a red chick, I want to see a red pickup truck by the end of the day. Made the whole little crazy sound, scared my roommate, X, Y, and Z. Then I was like, okay, I need to choose something specific. I don't even know the last time I saw a punch buggy. I don't know what year it was. They just, whatever. So I said, I want to see a yellow one. And I saw a yellow one 6 months later, it's about 6 months later, or 7 months, however long. And then I saw one, like, and when I saw both of them, I was in a stream of like thoughts that were kind of just sad, or just feeling like alone, and just seeing those signs. And so I encourage people who are watching this to just try it out. Say you want to see a pink pickup truck. You want to see a purple Toyota Highlander. I don't know. Like, or a pink elephant. But yeah, and I was just trying to see, like, if I really create something in my mind, like, can it really happen? Like, can it really, like, you're talking about, oh, if you want to manifest this life, like, it has to start in your head, essentially. I'm like, let me just try something small. And so, yeah, I do believe in signs. And there are some people who are like, oh, I don't look, they might believe, like, oh, you're just looking for the numbers. Like, when I was driving on that highway, I wasn't looking for no numbers, honey. I should have been pulling over. I was looking for Jesus to crack the sky and come get me. That's what I was looking for when I saw that yellow punch bag. I wouldn't even think. I forgot I had wrote that down. And as far as 11:44, it just, I don't be scanning, like, where is it? Where is it? It just, whenever it just shows up, I'm like, oh. I look up at the clock. I'm like, oh. I just randomly decide to look at that moment. I hadn't looked all day. Or I'm just out and about, and I just turn back at the TV at the restaurant, and I see the time in the corner, or the score from a basketball game, or something like that. Like, just happens. So now, like, as I'm navigating this season of my life, I do look for signs, because I just don't want to feel like, sometimes my signs are just my reminders. Like, I'm supposed to be here. Like, I'm not alone, or like, I'm being supported. And certain numbers can reveal certain messages. And anything you believe is real can be real to you. There was a time people believed in Santa Claus, and that was real to them, and it gave them a reason to not be on the naughty list. So if this is giving you a reason to, make it through whatever you're going through, or feel more connected, or feel not alone, then it's your choice, if you want to do that. But anyway, I do look for signs sometimes. Like, if I go to the park and I do see a punch buggy out there, or I see, might not even be 11:44. I'm not looking for it, but I'll just be finishing. Like, I was finishing my run at this park, and this car drove in front of me. Like, I'm running right here, going this way, and then a car drove past, and I just saw like their license plate was like 888. I wasn't looking. I didn't know the car was beeping behind me. I had my headphones on, and so I was just like, okay, 888. I think that's like associated with like abundance or something about the universe. And I'm just like, okay, you found me. That was a nice little message, or like it was to me. I was like, see, you're supposed to be here to see that. That's how I look at it. If you're someone who wants to see them, I didn't really do anything. I think 11:44 just popped out. As far as the animals, with the one girl who was seeing like that one connection, like I couldn't even have made that up. I didn't even know that was possible. And it gets deeper. Like it was broken glass and certain things like along throughout years. This is not all like in the beginning. Certain signs, but it really can be like the movies. You know how you see the movies like I don't even want to tell on myself some of the movies, but some of the kid movies and stuff, the things that they put in there, like that stuff really happens in real life. The movie Encanto, things like that, like certain little messages and little themes that you think don't make no sense. Like, oh, she cut her hand on the tile. She saw the house fall apart and she came out and nobody else saw it. And like just small thing or broken, like the broken tile, broken glass. My friend was telling me about some Final Destination movie. Like every time something bad was gonna happen, like the glass broke, like a piece of glass would break. That is real for me. Anytime a glass breaks, which doesn't happen often, but based on my past experience, the past year and a half, I'm like, okay, something in the energy is about to shift. Something I need to, make sure I'm on my P's and Q's with my prayer life. If I have a dream about me giving birth, that lets me know a new version of me is on the way. And so it's about to get painful. Birth and labor is painful. There's about to be a lot of pressure. And something I'm gonna have to probably let go of some version of me or some belief system, some thought, something. That's just me. So I believe in signs. I believe things are real. I've had a few psychedelic experiences where I realized that everything happens like in order. Like I remember I was doing a shroom trip and it was just like I didn't plan on doing it that day, or I don't think I planned on it that day, but I got like a replay of how the morning went. Like I had to go to the store to do this, to do like everything had to go the way that it had to go for me to end up right here to be doing what I'm doing and seeing what I'm seeing and thinking what I'm thinking. And so, yeah, I do believe in signs. Um, red flags are signs, right? People do the red flag challenge with their parents, like red flag or green flag. Like those are signs. You meet someone in the beginning and things that you notice, you're not necessarily looking for, you're just being an observer, right? And you're like, oh, this person drinks a lot, or this person always talks about themselves, they don't really ask too much about me, or this person is always so available, like every time I reach out they must not have anything to do, or maybe they do. There are certain or there are green flags, right? Green signs, right? This person is very much a gentleman, or this woman is very thoughtful and considerate. Like if you just pay attention, like the answers to things are sometimes are right in front of us. What you're looking for is right in front of you if you are paying attention. And so I would say pay attention to yourself, and just where you are. And sometimes I do think we can like get too like or start overthinking stuff, or like everything, like if you trying to, let's say you in your spirit, you're supposed to leave somebody, right? You're like, he hasn't been doing right, he hasn't proven himself to be something that you want to deal with long term. But then let's say he start putting the toilet seat down, you're like, oh, is that a sign that I should stay? Like sometimes what I realize is, sometimes I can't even get the words out. you can make something look like something. Like, the mind is very crafty, okay? It's very intelligent. It can make something out of nothing. Like, there could be this guy who ain't SHIT, or this girl who is just does not have your purest intentions at heart. But your brain will only look for the ways that they are. Like, if you looking for something, you know how they say, if you looking for something, you're gonna find it. If you shopping, if you looking for something, you're going to find it, right? So if you're looking for all the ways that they are what you need, then that's all you'll see, and you won't see the red flags. Or maybe you'll see them, but you won't see them as red flags. Like, they don't stand out as far as the small things. It's like, oh yeah, he don't call me when he said he gonna call, but when we do talk, he da da, or he or she, you know, yeah, I do. She always asks for money, but she's always so grateful. Or I'm really just helping her out. Like, so if you're in a situation where, you're being used for your money by women, or whatever the case may be. Or even if you're in a situation with like a narcissist or something, and it's just like, yeah, it's about him and stuff, but when he does do stuff for me, he really does know me, or he, like, it's just certain things. Like, we can make anything. Like, you gotta be careful with your mind. You gotta be careful with your intentions, because sometimes it's like we will try to force a circle peg inside of a square hole. We would try to make something that it's not. So it's like, oh, let's say I'm at this job, right? And it's challenging me. And it's not even necessary that it's a bad thing, but it's just like, if you've been wanting to quit anyway, you're just going to use that as an excuse to just leave versus, staying the course, right? And just growing through the uncomfortable, situation. Sometimes we be doing that. Our mind will it'll try to just like mold whatever we're seeing into whatever we want at the time. So I would say beware of that. I'll say, yeah, sometimes we might have a family member, and like, we keep trying to tell ourselves that there's something that they're not, and we only see the ways that, oh, this is my little sister and this and that, and it's like, whole time your little sister is your little enemy, your biggest hater, not deserving of whatever you're convincing yourself of that they're deserving of, as far as your energy, resources. I'll say, even with like the societal pressures, like, people will really be believing that they have to do things. Like, they'll be fine. Like, you're so pretty. You are pretty the way that you are. But if you believe, like, pretty looks like a face full of, like, a Bratz doll head, a whole bunch of makeup and this and that, then you'll only see the ways and where you're not, right? You'll only see the signs. Oh, my nose is big. I need to contour the sides. This is like, and it's like, if none of that ever existed, I think you would be more than fine with yourself. But it's just like, I don't know. The mind is tricky because it can make you think these things and like form these visions and these pictures. But one thing I will say is, like, energy don't really lie. Energy don't lie, right? So it could be a situation if you're in that job and you're trying to press through and stuff, and it's just like, on paper it's looking good, but inside it's not really feeling good. Or you feel like you have to, fold on one of your values, whether it be your integrity or something that you truly believe in. It's just never going to feel right to go against, yourself or your core. So in that case, then I think it's not necessarily about choosing uncomfortable to grow through uncomfortable situations. It's about, betraying yourself and your values. Or in a relationship, it's just, it might not be that, oh, he's a bad partner, oh, he likes to start argument. It could be that he's calling you out. He's holding a mirror to some of your insecurities, and instead of facing them, you run. And you try to put it on him, when in reality, that's not it. He's not the enemy. she's not the enemy for holding you accountable. Same thing with your friends. Oh, she's not a real friend. Sometimes being a real friend is saying the hard thing that, is like not going along with the delusion. Like some stuff is just like, I don't know if it's because I'm in my 20s. I always give everybody in their 20s. I'm like, you're in your 20s. Like we have a past to just really just mess up. But it's just like sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a little crazy, but let's not do that again. You let some stuff, and there's sometimes you be like, oh no, like I really do think that the way that you talk to your mom was not acceptable. Like I understand she made you mad, but there's a certain level of respect. Like a real friend would say that. Fake friend would be like, yeah, she too. She shouldn't have did. Like, just condone you not being your best self. So yeah, back to the video about signs. Is it a sign or is it not? I was just really talking about angel numbers and stuff at first, but then the conversation transitioned into this. It's a tricky situation. Like I can't. How do you know which is which? I think deep down your spirit knows, but sometimes it's hard to hear your spirit when it's just clouded by like fear or doubt, or like if you feel like, let's say you might be in a job or a situation where it's not healthy for you, but you feel like out of fear of looking like you're not doing anything, or fear of not climbing up the ladder, or being compared to your friends, you might stay. Or even fear of being alone, you might stay in a relationship where you're not supposed to be there anymore. And upset jobs, relationships, school. Maybe you went to school because your parents told you to go to school, but deep down inside, you want to be doing something else. You want to be in trade school. You want to be acting, or, and sometimes you just have to take that road to really learn the lesson of what it feels like to go against your spirit, or live the consequences of that. Or sometimes you got to go down that road to meet somebody. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why I chose my master's degree. Oh God. I mean, I know why, but why, baby? Signs and wonders. Signs. Sometimes I have dreams about things. Is it a sign? You gotta live to find out. But be careful about them signs now. They be making those TikToks where the car dealership people be like, I saw that she had a 444 tattoo, so I'm gonna send her the email at 444. Like, I would say be careful with them, but at the same time, I just feel like just pay attention. Just pay attention. And they just jump out and just, I don't want to say guide you, because I've never went somewhere because of a number or something like that. Like I have friends who are like, I will not live at this house because the house number is 1308, and that reduces down to a 7, and house number 7 is prone to this energy. And there's people who take these numbers and numerology very serious. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, but yeah, we are the creators of our reality in this world. So if you want numbers to be this part, numerology to be a part of your foundation, hey, do your research. But I do think that they are real though. The way that things have happened in my life is just things that I couldn't really deny, or even the way that numbers show up in ways that I'm really not looking. I literally was just finishing my run, waiting for that Nike Run Club to say, congratulations, you have reached, your run is complete. Average pace, 8:23. I was just looking for that. So yeah, this is a short video. There are miracle signs and wonders. But yeah, I do believe signs, they're a part of the earthly experience. just keep your eyes open, and maybe if you want to be signed, just pray about it. God, spirit team, whoever, like, show me, communicate with me, externally. Um, it could be, oh, I'm praying about something, and then I turn into this random bookstore I never turned into, and there's a lady there who has the answer to the question, or a book with the answers, or I don't know, just be open, I'll say. And whatever it is, in terms of like people who are creating these like narratives, right? Don't be so like, this is what I'll say. Don't be so, I don't want to use the word desperate, but don't be so desperate to have it work out, whatever you're trying to manifest. Don't be so desperate that it has to, you don't leave room for miracles to happen. Like, it has to happen this way. Like, be open that it maybe, maybe not. Maybe we stay together and we figure this out. Maybe we grow apart. But sometimes if you get so caught up and so consumed on this one thing, like, you start to like close your eyes and have blind spots to important messages. And maybe maybe this is, like, maybe this isn't a bad situation. Maybe this is a situation that I'm just supposed to grow from. Like, be open to, I guess, different outcomes. Because sometimes the way that you have it in your head, like, you might think, I have to stay at this job for 4 years, then I have to move up and da da da. But the whole time, there was like somebody who you want to sit on a plane with who's starting up a company, and there's like a whole new life for you and a whole new thing that you couldn't even have came up with. You couldn't even have imagined. Literally, I was a track coach, Division I track coach, not even volunteering. Like, I was literally getting paid. I could have never imagined that. Never was looking for it. But let's say I'm like, I would have closed the opportunity to something like that, because I'm like, no, I have to go coach a high school for this many years, and I got to start a junior college, and I have to do this. I have to, like, you have to do things a certain way. No, I was just open, honestly. I was open. I wasn't looking. Same, like, you never know what being nice to people, how far it can get you. One of my high school friends randomly, hey, you into coaching? Like, I know someone who has an opportunity, and they could have, felt insecure, like, oh, I don't have this, and no, but they just still showed up and still went to the interview and still took a leap of faith. Same thing too, be open when it comes to like love. Like, maybe all that you've experienced is not all that there is. Maybe there's something different out there. Maybe there's something more. Maybe what you have right now can be transformed into something different. Like, it doesn't have to just because it's not working right now doesn't mean it has to stay this way. Like, be open to the ways where it can change and it can grow, if both parties are willing participants, right? Just be open, I say. Be open and just receive instead of just pushing out all the time. Like, have the balance. Like, yes, I'm sending out the desires, but I'm also open to the many ways that it can flow. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I hope this video saves. Just talking about signs. Are they real? I do believe they are real, and I do believe in like, some stuff you just can't make up. That's how I know it's real. Like, some stuff you just can't make up. Them animals, the movies, the way things happen, the dreams. Like, y'all would not believe me. And so yeah, even me crying, like, when I'm crying in this car, yeah, I'm crying like, God, like, you just keep waking me up just to put me through here. Don't wake me up no more. Shoot, like, I'm just so, like, I just felt so lonely and so like, and I'm in the midst of that, and I just see that I'm like, I shouldn't even be on the highway. Merging into traffic is so blurry because I'm just crying so much. I don't even think I have music on because my heart is just that heavy. And then I just see a flash of something that I wrote down 6 months ago that I wanted to be a sign from God. And it's like, that moment held though it first of all, it took me out of my emotional state, but it definitely held me over for the rest of the night. It gave me that little bit of hope that I like, that little bit, like even though it just got me through the night, because I could have kept going in my car and just drove into the ocean, drove into the lake. Like, who knows, had I not seen that car, like how deep I was about to go, how much deeper I was about to go in that tunnel, in that dark place. Like, sometimes people will think, no, like, oh, she's going through a tough time, but sometimes the dark gets darker. People think what time it gets lighter. No, sometimes the dark gets darker. And so I believe that was a sign. Like, and I remember I saw that on the way to the park, and I was just like, okay, God is here. Somebody here. Something is here. Like, this is not an accident. And I was just like, okay, like, it just gave me a little bit more strength. It gave me a little bit more strength. Even when I'm insecure about going out and doing these activities, I'm like, what is the point? Like, nothing is changing, nothing is happening. But me seeing that 11:44, me seeing that 3:33, like, to me, that is a sign. Like, keep doing what you're doing. You are supposed to be here. Like, it's for me. If I see a nickel on the ground or something like that, like, to me, that's how it works. It's not for everybody. I don't know how or why, but apparently we all have these abilities to it also makes me feel like when you have signs and stuff, it makes you feel like being a human is like this interactive game. It's like I'm in an interactive game with the universe. Like, oh, choose this. And then you find out, oh, there's a prize here. Choose this. Oh, there's a monster. Oh my god, now I gotta fight the monster, survive, get back on the path. I'm on my way to the castle. Um, but yeah. Or sometimes, oh, here's a sign. Like, I'm someone who feels a lot. Like, I feel like I'm the type of person when I go out in public, I literally have to shut my like energy off. I have to shut it off because if I'm in rooms with a lot of people, I can feel like I feel it all. I feel all the energy in the room. So I literally be like this. Unless I'm like with someone, then I'm like, okay, I'm on for you. But I just I feel a lot of energies, right? And um sometimes I'll have a thought like I should reach out. This person just keeps coming on my head. I should reach out. I should reach out. I should reach out. And I like will feel that I need to reach out. And the moment I do, the feeling goes away. And so that's a sign. Here comes the ice cream truck. What else was I gonna say? Or I'll have a feeling like I need to stop talking to someone. I need to stop talking to them. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. And the feeling won't go away. And it's not even just like words. Like, it's literally a feeling in my stomach. And once I do it, it feels right. I'm like, that was a sign. Like, so sometimes the signs are not just in numbers and stuff. To me, sometimes they're visceral feelings within my stomach. Like, something not right. I've had jobs where I'm like, I know on paper it looks good, but I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not. And everybody's like, Ruby, Ruby. But like, here, no. So yeah, that's all I got. Y'all, what was I gonna say? Y'all be kind, loving, and caring to yourself and others. Go out, go for a walk, go to the park. It's a little cloudy here, but yeah, and just keep on keeping on. If you have signs or things that show up for you, put it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Any red pickup truck drivers out there, yellow punch buggy drivers out there. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, be kind to yourself, be loving and be caring to yourself and others. And it really does. It really does hold weight. But yeah, bye. Yeah.